There's a kind of peace you can only find deep in the Idaho mountains, where the pines stretch tall, the air runs thin, and the trails wind through the sky. Out here, the noise of the world fades, only to be replaced by the hum of a bike and the rhythm of the wild. We ride for the challenge, sure, but we also ride for the stillness between it all, the open views, the cold creeks, the fire at camp when the helmets come off. This is part 2 of our trip through the Idaho High Country, and after yesterday's chaos, this one's a little slower, a little calmer, just a good ride in the mountains with good people. Welcome to Trail Wolf Adventures, Episode 6. What's up, guys? We got another adventure ride for you. Today we're going to be doing pretty chill ride. We got Cassie on her 300 again, got the 350, got pretty much same group as on the last part, on part 1, so yeah, we'll see you out on the trail. Should be a good time. Alright, we're off. This is the start of the ride. Today we got a pretty chill ride, as I was saying, so that being said, this is still the same area we're in as the last video, or as the last adventure ride, so you're gonna still see rocky technical stuff, so it could very well turn into a harder day. This is kind of like more of an intermediate trail we're starting out with, and then we're gonna loop right back to where we started here, but pretty cool open meadow there. It's hard to look off at the views here just because it's so rocky, so we got to be careful with that. But we are up over 7,000 feet right now to start. We'll see once we get like to our highest point what we end up at, but because we're so high, we're going to see some more rocks and technical features here in the mountains of Idaho. So yeah, it's a good time. It's a beautiful day. Temperature's like perfect right now. I know it's going to get warmer later on, but yeah, this is the day after we did our little death march, so we're all feeling that a little bit after yesterday, but overall I'm feeling good. The soreness hasn't kicked in really, and currently I'm running sweep. I enjoy running sweep, especially at the start of the ride. Selfishly, it gives me a chance to like get warmed up, get the joints lubed up in my shoulders and all that fun stuff, and start feeling loose and use the bike. I feel like I hop around so many different bikes, it's like hard to just hop on and feel at home, even though I was on this thing, you know, for a long period of time. And yeah, got a hiker there. Look at that open meadow. Really cool views. So we'll ride up this thing for a little bit until we get into some of the mountainy switchback stuff. Then we'll get caught back up there. It's a little dusty down in this lower part of the valley. This trail though is really cool. I'm trying to stay back a little bit because that dust is horrible. So if I see little clouds of dust, I kind of just back off just a little bit. Yeah, this is a nice little warm-up for the day before we get into some of the rockier stuff as we're going up in elevation right now. And I've never rode this trail either, so it's nice to do something different. nice and green up here in the high mountains compared to what we've been riding. Oh, almost lost the front end there. Cassie's cruising along under 300 in front of me there. And yeah, we're just going down this valley. And so far the single track's been really cool. There's been some rocks, of course, some fallen trees, but we're making it through no problem. We got our designated sawsman on there in case we run into any fallen trees that are blocking the trail. But this has been a really cool ride. It's a nice mix up from yesterday. I enjoy a technical ride and all that, but this is just nice to mix it up and do something fun and flowy. Got some roots here. Yeah, I got a nice water crossing here. Woo! Definitely can start feeling the temperature starting to rise a bit. It will climb up to the 80s here, which when you're riding desert, I don't think it's as big of an issue, the 80s. I mean, that's actually really nice. But when you're riding the woods, when you're out in the sun like this, you're not going as fast, you're not getting as much wind through you, so that temperature, and you're tending to like work more. It tends to be more of technical rides up here in the mountains, so you tend to get worked up a little easier. So yeah, it's just easier to get hot, harder to breathe. You just gotta be ready for rides and be in some kind of shape. I am not in any good shape, by the way. I've got like a mini beer belly going. Nope. Yep. Never know how deep these are going to be or what rocks are lying in there. Anyways, I'm not in the best shape, and I should be in better shape, so luckily doing these summer rides is a good way to get you in shape when you strain yourself like I just did. But yeah, bound to lose some weight after this week of being out here. So if you missed the last video, we've been out here for, let me think, we've been out here for 5 days so far, and we've done 1 day of riding, the rest have been kind of chilling around camp, trying to hold down camp, which has been a lot of work. A lot of these Idaho camps are getting a lot more popular than they used to be. There's a lot more people trying to get them, so you gotta be a little more creative on how you hold spots and try to get a little more creative on finding them. Typically just gotta go down harder roads. If it's harder for you to get there, it's harder for everyone else, so they're less likely to go down there. So depends what your priorities are in your campsite. This one we're mixing in people who don't ride with people who do ride, so we want to make sure they have a fun time. So we're on a lake, but woo boy, just getting thrown around a little bit. Some of these roots are a little hidden. It's a little harder to see, popping through shadows and rocks. Sometimes you miss the big ones. Mud. Important to keep some kind of momentum through that. Canyon's starting to narrow, so we're bound to ride through some more rocky stuff on the side hills. Bushwhack bit. Ugh. So the trail we're on right now is a blue trail, which I would consider intermediate. The system that we use is green. It's like novice. It's pretty easy, which up here is nothing's really easy. Blue is intermediate. Single black is more of an expert ride. And then double black, ooh, is like your pro. I wouldn't say necessarily pro, it's just more extreme expert. Tree stump. We'll tip over down there. Yeah, feels nice to actually ride today. I feel like yesterday there was a lot of stopping and going and stopping and going, and it just felt like more stopping than going. Even though it was fun, there's definitely fun parts. But it's nice to be able to actually get a flow going. Ooh. Gotta watch out for those roots that want to push you off the mountain. This trail for a little bit, and then we're gonna pop another right and kind of head back down towards where we trailered. Rock garden, rocks, roots, plenty of that. If you're bad at rocks, just come ride the higher mountains of Idaho. You'll get over it pretty quick, or you'll learn. Or go home, one of the two, but this country's not the easiest. Might look easy on the GoPro, but we're just fighting rocks, as you can see, the whole time. GoPros staring at each other intimately. Oh, oh, oh. All right, we're headed back. It's a little short ride today. We'll see what we see down this. I noticed though, on Onyx, there's like 2 paralleling trails going down this. So this one might be harder. I don't know. I didn't look at the maps that we use out here. So I'm just using strictly Onyx, which they don't really say the difficulty on there. So this could be hard. It could not be. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Ooh, but it links back to the same main trail that gets us back. So, which is different than the one that we took up. We got some switchbacks. I feel like there's always like a boulder on the inside there that doesn't let you lean into the switchback like I want to. Oh, boulder, boulder, rock, rock. See, this was supposed to be a green trail. It's pretty rocky coming up. Like, you're gonna have a different difficulty going up than down. Rock gardens. Woohoo! Stream chasing the trail. Man, I must be pretty tired from yesterday because I feel like I'm all over the place today. Ugh. I'm glad we're not doing a long ride. Hopefully I can rest up today and be ready for a longer ride tomorrow. 3 back-to-back days of riding. And then we get to go see a concert. One of my favorite bands actually is playing this Saturday. So, and they're right down the road in the main town that we're camping out of. So that's one of the factors why we all get together for this one. So that's rad. Dust to clear. Woo! Got a switchback. Rock switchback. Oh boy. Tractor and up. Oh gosh, lost the front end a little there. Pretty cool view of the mountains. Mission accomplished.
That was plenty for this little girl today.
All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the chill ride. A little change up from the last episode, but for those of you that are missing that high action-packed, gnarly stuff, fear not, because the next episode is going to have plenty of that as we hit some double black diamonds and even a AAA trail, so it's going to get pretty gnarly, and look forward to showing it to you guys next weekend. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.